In this video, we'll go through the process of downloading a file from Ride with GPS and transferring it to your Garmin device. In order to do this, you will need to have a Ride with GPS account, and we'll also need to have your Garmin device plugged into your PC. So if you need to plug your Garmin device into the PC, I'd suggest you pause the video at this point and connect it up. So in order to demonstrate the best way of downloading a file, we're going to use a file from the club runs list. So as you can see, I've got our club page open at the home page. And what we're going to do is move down, scroll down the page till you see this orange button on the left that says click here to see Falls runs list. Click on that once, and on the right hand side you'll see a box with runs list in it. For this exercise, we're going to choose to use a run from the runs library. So we'll just click on runs library. And again, it's fairly topical at the moment. So we're going to use a ride that's part of the Isle of Wight group. So if we go to ride type, go down to Isle of Wight, click once on that. And all the rides that have been put in for the Isle of Wight are now shown here. And you can see if we move, click on the bar at the bottom and move the screen to the right. You can also use your arrow keys to do this, but you'll see all the rides. And on the right hand column here, you'll see in blue where it says route, and the heading is linked to route. Now clicking on one of those will take you to Ride with GPS, because there is a link within that that takes you to that website. So we're going to click on this one, short trip, ferry to hotel. So we go along to where it says route. You can see you've got the hand symbol. Click once. And that will take you to Ride with GPS, and it will show the route that you've selected. So let's open that up. Now what's happened is you can see that on the left-hand side here, we've got a button that says send to device. And you can either click on that button, or you can use these, look at the options here that tell you, give you all the options. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. What we're going to do is simply click on send to device. So press once on that. You can then select the type of device that you want to send the file to. As I said, we're going to use Garmin. So we're going to click on Garmin Edge. Come down here, click on next. This tells us that, asks us if we want to download a TCX file. It does say for older Garmin devices that require a GPX file, export the route file manually. I don't see this as a problem. I mean, I had a Garmin device that was at least 10 years old, and TCX files work perfectly. The difference between the two is the TCX file does give you a bit more information. It's a bigger file and it gives you more turn information. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to download a TCX file. And we click on that. And you can see at the top of my screen that something's gone on and it says it's now downloaded it. So now what we've got to do is we've got to transfer that file from the PC onto the Garmin device. The way we do that is to use File Explorer. Now, File Explorer is a standard thing that comes with all Windows setups, and you'll find it is this yellow and blue tab folder that appears on my screen at the bottom. Depending on the way that you've got your icons set up, some people have them right, left, or in different places, but it is this yellow icon that you want to go for. So You click on that once and you get a window come up that shows you all the different files that you're currently using. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, I'm going to click on this PC. Now you can see when I've done that, it's taken me, if you like, to the root directory of my PC. And what I want to do is I want to click on downloads. So double click on that, and you can see that at the top there, it says today, KD02 Yarmouth to Hotel, and that's the file that we're interested in. That's the one that's got our ride in it. In order to transfer it to your Garmin device, the easiest way to do it is this. If you go to here and click on File, click on Open New Window, and you get another window come up. And if you drag that over there, you can see that we've now got two identical windows. On the right-hand window, click on this PC. Now, again, we've come back to the right to the top, and you can see down the bottom here, I've got Garmin Edge, which is my Garmin device, which is plugged into my PC. If I double click on that, we then get all the files and directories that are within the Garmin device. Double click on Garmin, and you see all the different folders here, and you'll see one that's called New Files. Double click on that, and you can see there's nothing in it. It says this folder is empty. And what we're going to do is we're going to transfer the file from our PC onto our Garmin. The way we do that is press and hold the left mouse button, drag the file across until it appears like so in our Garmin File Explorer window, and let it go. And immediately what's happened is the file has been transferred over. All good. If you want to check that the file is actually there, go back up, double click on new files again. There we are, you've got your file. So now your file is installed in your Garmin, and the next time that you go to use your Garmin, if you press on courses, you'll be able to see that that file is there, and it'll be there ready for you to use. That's the process for transferring a file from the runs list. If you want to use it to transfer a file from your own library or from the weekly runs list, the process is exactly the same. There's no different. All you need to do is download the file and then transfer it over to the Garmin. Any queries or questions, do give myself or Ken Dean a ring. We'd be more than happy to help you out.